good morning. It is Wednesday. It's April 3rd, 2K13. Glad you're with us. This is WGTV Today. That's Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good Wednesday morning.
Oh, boy. Well, here we are, the middle of the week already.
Yes,
Kim,
we are.
And just moving right along. The weather is just fantastic. I mean, it's mild.
Loving it, loving it. We're getting there.
We're getting there. It's springtime.
That's
well, it's been
right.
springtime, but it was also springtime last week when it was 20-something.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, my goodness.
No doubt.
All right, let's see. Now, today, April 3rd. Let's look at today's birthdays very quickly.
Yes, let's do.
Funny man Eddie Murphy. What a career
yes.
he has had. He is 51 today. Turns out he's a pretty good actor.
I'd say so.
Turns out. I mean, not just a comedian from Saturday Night Live.
No, my goodness. He's done so many movies.
He's done a lot.
And he's great.
He's 51 years today. Lee Allen Baker is 40 today. She is the actress. She has had recurring roles on Will and Grace, more recently as Amy Duncan on Good Luck Charlie. I don't know Good Luck Charlie, but she's on it. Paris Jackson's having a birthday today. Paris Jackson is 14, and if the name doesn't strike a chord with you,
Michael Jackson's child.
that's right. She's 14.
Wow.
I can't believe that.
She's a beautiful young lady.
She is. She's remained largely out of the public eye, very wisely so.
Yes.
One of my favorites, Doris Day, Que Sera Sera,
Yes.
and other stuff, is 88 years today. Buttons and Bows, another one of her big hits. No, that was Dinah Shore. Never mind. Anyway, 88 today she is. Doris Day did a lot of romantic comedies with Rock Hudson. The late Marlon Brando was born this day, 1924. Of course, he was the Godfather, and he did so many other things. On the Waterfront, Streetcar Named Desire, all those great movies. He was, this day, 1924. Gus Grissom, an American hero, astronaut, born this day, 1926. Died in 1967 at a big fire on the launch pad there for Apollo 1. It was a test. He died. Birthday today for one of my favorite entertainers, Wayne Newton.
Oh, yes.
Dankeschön, and a ton of other stuff. What a voice he had as a youngster.
Really? As a youngster?
As a youngster. The song Dankeschön he did as a teenager. And he had that real high voice. Everybody thought it was a girl singing.
Too funny.
And
then listen to him now.
Oh, he is such a talent. Mr. Las Vegas.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. He is 70 today. Adam Scott is 39 today. He's a comedian who appeared in many films and currently plays a guy named Ben Wyatt on the show Parks and Recreation. I don't know that show.
I've seen it a couple times.
Yeah. Also, Peekaboo Street having a birthday today. The skier is 41 today. She is. Quite a role model she is. She's quite an interesting person. Tony Orlando.
Oh, yes.
Tony Orlando and Dawn fame. Tony Orlando is 68 years today. His biggest hit was Knock 3 Times. He and his...
Knock 3 Times on the Ceiling. I remember that song.
And he went on to do a little bit of acting as well. He was on The Cosby Show a couple of times.
Yes.
He played a recreation center director. But he is 68 years today. He and Dawn. Dawn was Joyce Vincent, and I forget the other lady's name, but the other lady went on to do a lot of other TV shows. All right, well, that's the birthdays for today.
Happy birthday.
Happy, happy, joy, joy.
Happy birthday. Let's see, Wayne, what else is happening locally?
Well, we have, what do you have?
I just realized Missoula is a theater company. It's a traveling theater company. And they are having auditions for their big show coming up. Auditions will be at Stage Struck Children's Theater, which is directly behind the Paramount. On Monday, April the 8th at 4:00 p.m., they'll have auditions for the Missoula's children's production of The Wizard of Oz.
Really?
It's a one-week show, one-week commitment. The auditions will last for 2 hours, and those attending should arrive 10 minutes early, and someone should stay. Arrive 10 minutes early, and some will need to stay for rehearsal following auditions. It's because it happens really quick. This is a traveling theater company.
Right.
I know they've used them on base several times, and we use them every year at Stage Struck. They come in, they bring their costumes, they bring everything, and they usually do a very well-known show with a little twist. It doesn't always go just like you think it will, and it's really a great program, especially for new actors. If you have never acted before and you'd like to be a part, it's a large production, and they take a large number of children to be in this particular production. but it's only a week commitment, where a lot of your other programs and productions that you do, whether you're with Center Stage or Stage Struck or Wayne Community College with their acting program, but it's usually like a month to 2 month commitments. So this is a good way to sort of break in and see if it's something you're interested in, and it's so much fun. My kids did it when they were young, and it's a great program. Auditions Monday, April the 8th, 4:00 p.m. at Stage Struck Children's Theater behind the Paramount. Wizard of Oz.
Zumba. Don't you like the way that
You like that word?
Zumba.
Zumba's fun.
Zumba for seniors is being offered starting tomorrow night at the Senior Center, starting at 6:15. Learn to use the fitness equipment will be moved to 7:30. Okay, so that's moved to 7:30, but at 6:15, Zumba for seniors gets underway at the Senior Center tomorrow evening. Registration is not required, just be there. All right?
That's great.
All right.
There's a grief and loss support group to gain strength and support from others who are also dealing with the loss of a loved one. This is a support group for you. It's sponsored by 3HC. They meet on the second Tuesday of every month. If you want to find out more about that, you can call 800-692-4442. They meet at Wayne Memorial Hospital in dining room number 1, and that is a grief and loss support group. And you can call the hospital to find out more information about that as well. And that is Tuesday, April the 9th.
Okay, I continue with our technological myths that I had a couple of days so far this week. Today's myth says LCD TVs provide the best picture quality. Well, contraire, Pierre, that is not true. When it comes to picture quality, plasmas are still king. In fact, one of CNET's top 5 HD TVs of 2012, CNET is one of those websites that they test everything. But CNET says is one of their top 5 HD TVs is an LCD. That's not to say LCD TVs are not a bad bargain, but for videophiles who want the deepest blacks and the best viewing angles, plasmas are still the best way to go. Not only that, but plasma HD TVs regularly come in at lower prices as well, and you may see even deeper discounts in the future if, as rumors imply, financially burdened Panasonic backs out of the plasma business. You're going to see some prices fall. How about that? So LCD TVs if you like, plasmas are the better according to CNET.
All right.
All right.
Well, with spring right around the corner, if you will be at any time driving a boat or thinking about purchasing a boat, there's a safe boating course that takes place at Wayne Community College. I know that because my son took this class, actually. It starts Tuesday, April the 9th at 7:00 p.m. The cost is $36 for books and materials. It says NASBLA.
How do you spell that?
Exactly like I said. And the U.S. Coast Guard approved safe boating course is taught by certified instructors and Goldsboro Sail and Power Squadron. It qualifies for reduced insurance premiums. That's always nice. Boat operators 26 years and under are required to complete a safe boating course by the state law, and that is exactly right. If you are under the age of 26, you have to have a safe boating certificate to be able to drive a boat legally, and you can call Bo Wessel at 778-1207, or you can go to usps.org. That's Tuesday, April the 9th, 7:00 p.m., Wayne Community College, the Spruce Building, room 206.
Oh, U.S. Power Squadron.
Yes.
Yeah, USPS.org.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's a great course. It's just that one night from 7 to 9 p.m., and you'll get your boating certificate or boating license.
All right, line dancing classes being offered at the Senior Center and at Herman Park Center. At Herman Park Center, beginner class is underway. Every Thursday, a beginner class at 6:30 and then a high beginner class at 7:30. The cost is $6 per class. However, if you go to the beginner class and then stay for later, they will not charge you an additional $6. But no pre-registration required, just go. You will have to sign an attendance sheet, however. And then at the Seegers Senior Center on East Ash Street, every Tuesday evening at 6 p.m. and then every Friday morning at 10 a.m. And those classes begin in May 21st and 31st, respectively. No classes on May 24th. But again, you must sign an attendance sheet, get details by calling those respective locations, Herman Park Center and Seegers Senior Center.
Good job.
Woo!
One last thing, let's see,
What
before
was
we
it you
go to
said
our
the other
first
day?
interview.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, something like that.
That's what you said. What else?
Tomorrow morning,
Tomorrow.
don't forget, if you are interested, the young professionals are having something called a morning rush at 7:30 a.m. It'll just be for an hour, 7:30 to 8:30. I don't have details on the location. You can go to the Chamber of Commerce to find out more details, but it is a morning rush. It's kind of like a business after hours, but it's a business before hours. And that's for the young professionals here in our community. They would love to have you come and mingle with other young professionals in the community and exchange one another's business information, make new contacts.
Hey.
All right, let's see who's up next. I believe we're going to go to CAROLYN King, and that is it for now.
Wayne County Health Department.
That's exactly right. Stay tuned.
And there you go. Our guest this morning is our friend CAROLYN King with the Wayne County Health Department. CAROLYN's back with us today, and Dr. Kim LARSON, who is with the Wayne County Board of Health. And welcome. I appreciate you both coming in and speaking with us this morning. All right, first of all, CAROLYN, with the Wayne County Health Department, what do you do with the Health Department?
Wayne, I'm the Health Education Supervisor.
All right. And Dr. LARSON, with the Board of Health, you are a doctor of research, as I understand.
I'm a nurse.
And a nurse.
And I have a PhD in nursing research.
And you do this where?
East Carolina University.
Wonderful. Go Pirates.
Okay.
There you go. All right. Now, the topic we want to touch on to start is the abstinence essay contest. Who wants to tackle this? How did this get started?
Well, Wayne, probably around 2002, 2003, the health education staff came together in a meeting, and we wanted to think up a way that was somewhat out of the box to reach young people, to discuss an issue that is very sensitive to many. And so we came up with the idea of an abstinence essay contest.
Okay.
And from there it has developed along the way, and thanks to the Board of Health, they have supported it through their own stipends, as well as this community has also given funding to the abstinence essay contest in the earlier years of the event. In fact, in the earlier years of the event, we really did not reward these students with money. But our Board of Health felt like it was such a good idea. I think it was in 2006. That's when we sort of upped the ante, so to speak.
I'll tell you, it's very impressive. The prizes are impressive. Third, I believe, is what, $200?
Well, there are scholarships attached.
Yes, scholarships and cash awards.
Right. First place is a $1,000 scholarship
$1,000, yes.
and a $200 gift certificate. Second place is $500 scholarship and a $100 gift certificate. And third place is a $300 scholarship and a $50 gift certificate.
Now, who participates in the contest?
Students in Wayne County grades 9 through 12. This includes students in the public school, private schools, and also homeschool.
Dr. LARSON, how important does the board feel this is to students understanding abstinence and becoming involved in this contest? How does the board feel about this?
Oh, very strongly about this, and so much that, as CAROLYN said, we contributed the small stipend that the county offers board members to come to their meetings and to participate, and you know, just gave that stipend to the scholarship fund. And then every year the students come to the board meeting and the winners recite their essays. And it's very impressive to see these 16, 17, 18-year-olds come in and be so, you know, just self-confident about their values and their beliefs, and their parents come. It's truly a wonderful thing, and we're really glad that it's become so prominent and a tradition in our community.
Do we have feedback from the students on this? How do they see this?
Lots of times students in their essays will, one essay I can remember reading was a student who made the remark, and I believe this was a young man, that he had never really given the thought of abstinence, or the idea of abstinence, a whole lot of thought. But after writing his essay, he realized that there were numerous benefits to remaining abstinent in terms of preventing STDs and unwanted, unplanned pregnancies.
Right. And this is a growing problem across the country as well as here in Wayne County.
Yes, yes it is. And it's, it was so important that recently legislation passed that really helped public schools with some curriculum, some stronger curriculum that is abstinence-based, but it's now called comprehensive sexual health education, which is a really the way to go. It gives all students the needed knowledge, and that was the Healthy Youth Act of 2009, and it's going nicely in Wayne County.
Is the attitude is the attitude changing towards sex education? At one time it was so taboo, you didn't talk about it. But has this changed over the last few years?
Do you want to speak to that? Or?
I think it has.
I do too.
I think most parents today, well, let's think about it this way. 40 years ago, if you contracted an STD, you could normally go over to the local doctor's office or the public health department, and you could get treated for it. Well, now there are things out there that there is no treatment for,
yes,
or that you cannot cure completely. So I think a lot of parents do look at sex education a little differently because they want to protect their kids as much as possible.
Do parents still have problems relating sex education to their children?
I find
is it better now?
Some of my research has been with adolescents, and I worked with parents, and parents want scientifically accurate information given to their children. And sex education in the schools is based on scientific data, and it's accurate, and it's provided by trained staff. So that's what I find. That's what parents want. They want their children to have the right knowledge to make the right decisions.
I would think that some parents would be relieved that it's offered in schools rather than the parents having to offer it at home. But see, that's the wrong attitude as well, isn't it?
Well, I think it's a partnership. I think that, trained teachers, give the scientific information, and parents reinforce that with their values and beliefs.
Years ago, we did a presentation at one of the middle schools, and we had a child that slipped into a classroom without his parents' permission, and so we had to deal with that by revisiting that school and presenting the entire presentation to the parents. And of course, it really wasn't our glitch. It sort of just happened.
Right.
But I, reassured those parents that we were not there to instill our values in their children. We were there to present clinical, matter-of-fact information, and it was up to the parents to convey their own values to their kids. And this sex education can be a slippery slope, and I certainly came into it as a health educator with my own, I guess you could say, anxieties about teaching it.
Do you have parents who still say, I'll take care of it myself, I'll teach my child at home? Do you still have that, or do you have it as much as you had at one time? Or
I think there are still a few parents who say that they wouldn't like their child to participate, but for the most part, it's the majority of parents want their child to participate in these programs.
What about misconceptions? What are some of the misconceptions associated with this, with sex education or with the abstinence program?
Well, in terms of the abstinence essay contest, I think most of us agree that we do not want teenagers having sex. Unfortunately, the reality is we do have teenagers, that are having sex.
Yes.
And so I think that's where the other part of comprehensive sex education comes into play, is we want to encourage young people to make good choices, because that's very important. And if they're not going to abstain, then there are other means of protecting themselves.
But what's misunderstood about the program? That when students attend the program or become involved with the abstinence essay contest, they say, oh, I didn't know that. Is there a misunderstanding or a misconception by the participants or by the parents?
In terms of?
The abstinence essay contest, or in fact about abstinence.
Well, I am afraid a lot of people still do not know about our abstinence essay contest, and we do promote it through the school system. But that, I think, I am positive we have a lot of people that will watch this program today that'll go, oh, I didn't know that.
Right.
But we do make every effort to put little block ads in the local papers in this area. And I guess maybe the misconception might be that there really are not any kids choosing abstinence, because based on statistics.
Yes.
But we do know that we have kids that choose abstinence. A lot of them will tell us that in their essay. And I think the abstinence essay contest, one of the reasons it came about was to help those kids, to support those kids that have chosen abstinence, that may feel a little ostracized, that, gee, I'm weird, I'm strange because, I'm 17, I've never had sex. Well, we know that we've got kids out there that have chosen to be abstinent, and we want to say to them, good for you.
Right.
While at the same time, we're not there to put some child down who maybe has chosen otherwise. But it's all about making good choices, and we do know that if you abstain, you do not get pregnant. You should not get a sexually transmitted disease unless you're doing IV drugs or those kinds of things, So it's a good choice, and I think we really came at this essay contest with that in mind, was to promote something that would be positive and maybe something that would prevent young people from having broken hearts. Condoms not going to, it might protect you from STDs, it might protect you from getting pregnant, but it's not going to do a thing for your emotional health.
No.
If this, relationship breaks apart.
And at the same time, you want parents to understand you're not there to push an ideology or an idea or your personal idea or feelings about any of this.
No.
This is none of that.
Right. In fact, the essay contest, the beauty of it is, they're given guidelines. They have an entry form, which they can actually go to wayneteens.com and obtain that entry form. And then they follow the guidelines, and then they write the essay. And most of these kids are writing that essay from their gut. Certainly, it's okay for them to quote statistics, but I think what our judges look for really more so is we're looking for that essay that really, I guess you could say, really sends the message home that they believe this is a good choice, and they, state all the reasons why it's the best choice. It's 100% sure. While at the same time, and I, like I say, I came into this field with some anxieties of my own, because sex education is such a, everyone has a different opinion.
It pushes a lot of buttons.
Yes, sir, it does.
Yes.
But the bottom line is we want young people to arrive at adulthood okay.
Healthy.
Healthy.
and safe.
And safe.
Yeah.
Dr. Larson, the act that passed back in '09, tell me about that, how that relates.
Well, interestingly enough, Wayne, it was parents who went to the legislature and said, we're in favor of comprehensive sex education. A study was done. And based on that grassroots, parent North Carolina parent effort, the Healthy Youth Act, and all of us were very proud of that name, because that's what that's the bottom line, as Carolyn says. But it is comprehensive sex education in the public schools, and it's with trained teachers that are trained in the scientifically accurate message of sex education. It's abstinence-based, but it also includes other ways to protect yourself as a young person, which includes condoms and birth control, information.
Right.
Obviously, none of that is delivered to adolescents in schools. We don't do that. We make the scientifically accurate information available to adolescents for their knowledge base. And so
That's excellent. So WayneTeens.com, WayneTeens.com. Participants can go online and look at that website and download the application or the registration form. Does it cost anything to enter?
Oh, no.
I knew that. I wanted to ask.
This is a win-win situation.
Win-win. The prizes are wonderful. The scholarship money, the gift certificates are wonderful.
And I can truly say this, the essays that we read are a tribute to educators in this county.
And
Because we read some outstanding essays that are extremely well written and extremely hard to judge. And of course it's a tribute to parents, because
Indeed.
kids get to try out their skills in terms of writing, which certainly again is a win-win situation.
And it's coming from their heart.
Right.
When you read these. These are very personal.
yeah.
Are these made public?
Yes, in fact, when you go to this website, you'll see all the winners that have participated in the abstinence essay contest, and you can read their essays.
All right, one more time. Who is eligible to participate?
Grades 9 through 12, public, private, homeschooled. Any child living in Wayne County.
Any child in Wayne County, public, private, or homeschooled, grades 9 through 12.
Correct.
Carolyn King, Wayne County Health Department, thank you. And Dr. Larson of ECU and the Wayne County Board of Health, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, Wayne.
Thank you. I'm Wayne Alley.
And we're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television.
All right, let's go ahead and get the trivia question out of the way for today.
Let's
How's
do
that?
it.
All right,
All
let's go ahead. Here's a trivia question for today. It has to do with your feet.
Your feet, okay.
Your feet. 6 or more things can be worn on your feet, beginning with the letter S. Obviously, shoes.
Sneakers.
Okay.
Is that not?
Yeah.
Is that one of them?
Shoes, socks,
Slippers.
sneakers and slippers,
That's 4.
skis,
Ah,
skates,
yes.
snowshoes,
Okay,
stockings,
true.
and stilts.
You don't really wear a stilt, but that's okay.
Well-
We'll go with it.
And one more. All right,
You don't really wear them. And one more.
and one more. Starts with S.
Well, if it's as strange as a stilt, it could be anything.
Well, are you trying to give me a hard time?
Sorry.
Okay, shoes and socks and sneakers and slippers and skis and skates and shoes, snowshoes and stockings and stilts have all been named.
All right.
There's one more.
Well, I have no idea.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
Yes, you do.
Give me a hint.
No.
Of course not.
Well, you made fun of my stilts.
True.
Okay, here's another trivia question.
Sandals.
Here's another trivia question.
Okay. Stilts was kind of weird.
A sport. There's one sport in which most of the time no one knows who the winner is until after the game or the event is over.
Now, wait a minute. Isn't that kind of the situation with most things?
There's one sport in which neither the spectators nor the participants know the score or who is the leader until the contest ends.
That's a little different. Okay.
Okay, fine. What did I say? I messed up. Okay,
No, you did.
got
That's
it.
fine.
Okay.
So you don't even know the score until the
You
contest
don't
is
know the
over.
score until the contest is over. Many times you don't know who the winner is, but usually you can figure it out.
I have to think about that.
If you don't know the score, what kind of sport is it?
That's what I'm thinking.
Until it's over.
But there is a score.
There's a score. There truly is a score, and a lot of people don't think about it.
Is this a very well-known game that everybody does on a not on a regular basis, but
not everybody. Not
okay.
everybody, but it is a sporting event.
A sporting event.
A sporting event.
I don't know everything I think of from.
Running with the bulls?
No, not running with the bulls, in which neither the spectators now the bulls keep score. It's a sport in which neither the spectators nor the participants know the score.
We're not going to be surprised when we hear this.
You will not be surprised.
Okay.
Or who the leader is until the contest ends. What is the sport?
I do not know, Wayne.
I know. Yes, you do.
I
I'm sitting
can't-
right here. You know Wayne. Wayne's sitting right
I know
here.
you, but I don't know the answer to this
Oh, you
question.
don't know. Oh. Hmm. Well, when you said I don't know Wayne, I thought you meant you don't know.
Yeah, sometimes I don't.
There's a comma in there somewhere, right? Okay. All right.
You're going to tell us the answer later. Okay.
I will tell you the answer later. Hello.
Well, yes.
No, just hello. Your turn.
Good morning. I'm going to tell you some natural snooze inducers. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, hold on. I hadn't told you any yet.
Yeah.
Some natural snooze inducers. So
That
if you're
was
having,
good. How'd you do that?
I don't, magic.
Magic.
If you are having trouble going to sleep or taking a nap in the afternoon,
Yes.
let's see what you can do about that.
Okay.
Let's see. You can take a hot bubble bath, which we all know that. To drift off gently and naturally, try some of these home remedies. Taking a bath before bed relaxes your muscles and releases muscular tension.
I'm not big on bubble baths.
All right, we'll move on to the next one. How about that? Let's try this one.
Okay.
How about lavender aromatherapy? Is that your favorite?
I'm not big on lavender either. I don't know.
Well,
you know.
I like lavender. Some studies have shown that the scent of lavender acts as a mild sedative, helping you fall asleep faster and sleep more soundly. There are plenty of products to choose from massage oils to lotions to bath salts and reed diffusers, and the list goes on and on. So lavender aromatherapy is another one. How about a lullaby? You like lullabies?
I'm not answering that question.
Okay, nighttime lullabies don't just work on babies. Older people with sleep problems reported a 35% improvement after listening to 45 minutes of music before bedtime in a study in the Journal of Advanced Nursing. While the music doesn't have to be Brahms, we're not talking the Black Eyed Peas either.
Okay, that's good. That's
It
good.
needs to be a steady music such as classical tunes or soft jazz.
No, I'll go along with that.
Okay.
Go along with that.
Will you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my last one is, what in the world is this? A white noise machine.
Oh, yes. Now, those
White
work.
noise machines block out background noise such as partner's loud snoring or street traffic that might otherwise prevent shut-eye. Two worth trying. What does that say? Homedics.
Homedics Sound Spa.
Homedics Sound Spa.
Yeah, Homedics is a brand.
Okay, you can get it from Bed Bath & Beyond and Brookstone
Tranquil Moments Sleep Sound Therapy System.
at
Also
brookstone.com.
from Brookstone.
So there are two different ones that you can use. Have you heard of these machines?
I have not heard of these particular machines, but I actually use white noise.
Well,
to-
tell me what
to help
that
sleep.
means.
It's just noise. I run a fan.
Oh, okay.
I run a fan at night, and it makes
Yeah.
a hum or
Okay.
just a plain noise. When I think of white noise, I think about when a radio station goes off the air. You know, all that.
okay.
But that's one form of white noise. There's many different kinds of white noise.
Interesting.
But it's a noise that is calming, like a babbling brook. Some of these make noises like
Yeah,
babbling
yeah,
brook.
like a constant, steady
It's
noise.
a constant noise, yes. There's
Okay.
not a lot of fluctuation in the sound waves.
And the last one is melatonin. Some people say that
Oh,
taking
yeah.
this hormone supplement helps them sleep, but experts say it's not for everyone. Melatonin is a sleep regulator that affects your body's biological clock by signaling that it's time for sleep. But it doesn't make you feel sleepy, says Dr. Bruce. It's really for people who need to reset their clock, such as shift workers, for those dealing with jet lag or other things such as that. Interesting.
Yeah.
So there are a few tips. Go get you some lavender and take a bubble bath.
I don't
and
think so. Thank you very much.
listen to a lullaby.
No, we're not going to do that. All right. Who's up
Funny,
next?
funny. Let's see. Who is up next? Wayne Community College and the Animal Adoption Education Center up
Oh,
next.
boy. All right.
Do you know what's happening at Wayne Community College? Well, let's find out. Today I have with me Tara Humphries. She is the Public Information Officer for Wayne Community. Welcome to the show, Tara.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, we're always interested in hearing what's going on at Wayne Community, and I know you have a busy schedule.
Oh yes, there's always a ton going on at Wayne Community.
As soon as one thing starts, the next one's rolling in, right?
That's right, and here we are barely into spring, and we're already looking at summer.
Yes, you are. Yes,
we have our summer registration coming up on Friday, April 12th from 8 to noon. So encouraging people to come on out to that first registration period because they may want to get what they want to get.
Want the classes that you have in your mind that
Right,
you want to
that's
take,
right.
first choice is the best thing to do.
Right. There will be another opportunity on May 20th, which is actually the day before summer classes start. But if you want that class, if you want to lock in, come on out on April 12th.
April 12th. That's a Friday.
That's right.
Okay.
And then we're already getting ready for fall. We'll be holding our first registration for fall in July.
Okay.
Classes don't start till August 15, and there'll be another registration for fall August 13 and 14. But again, go ahead, get locked in.
Right.
You know
have a
you
better
want to
chance
come
of
in the
getting-
fall.
So typically, is your like pre-registration a month before classes start? Is that
Our
typically
first
the way it
open
works?
registration
Your first open
period
is a
will
month
be.
before classes start.
Yes,
Okay.
generally. But we know that folks, we're going to need some assistance.
Right.
And there is plenty out there. But the way to guarantee that is to meet the priority deadline for that FAFSA, that free application for federal student aid. We just say FAFSA.
We do. We forget what it means sometimes, don't we? I know.
And that's May 1. That's a way to guarantee that when you do come register, to lock in those classes, that your aid is there. We already have all the forms.
So and you possibly be
meet
eligible
that
for
priority
scholarships
deadline
and that type of thing as well in the community.
Do not wait until July, August.
Yes.
Go ahead and try to meet that priority deadline. And April is also the time for any new or returning students to apply for a scholarship through the foundation.
Okay. Now, where can they find the list of those scholarships and what the requirements are for each one of those?
They actually don't have to do that.
Okay.
They
nice.
fill out a general application, which is available on the foundation's page of the Wayne Community College website, or they can come in and visit with the nice folks in our foundation office to get that application.
Okay.
They figure out which of the many scholarships they have fit that student.
Oh, how
if
nice.
they're a nursing student, if they're in one of the technical programs, or if they're just college transfer, maybe they have a disability. We have certain scholarships for that. So they will find the right scholarship for them if they are eligible. And you need to fill that application out completely to make sure
most important.
That's right. Don't leave
that
out
is
anything.
so nice that you all have individuals who can do it one-on-one because everybody's situation is so very different.
It is.
And you want privacy, and you want to be able to share that information and feel comfortable. So that's a great situation that you all offer.
How fabulous that we have so many scholarships available because of the generosity of our community.
Yes, and we say that all the time.
One of the most giving places I know of.
Absolutely. And a job fair.
And a job fair.
Coming up.
And we are expecting around 20 businesses to participate.
Here in our community.
Here in our community. So encouraging folks to come out on Thursday the 18th.
To Wayne Community?
To Wayne Community from 9 to noon, and that's put on by our Cooperative Education Department and the Airmen and Family Readiness Center on the base. They do that together, and there will be a variety of businesses and government and anything you might be interested in. Come on out and see.
That is perfect opportunity. If you're looking for a job or looking for a job change, this is definitely the place to go where you can talk with the individuals one-on-one, get information, and all in one place.
And we encourage folks to come ready. Come with that resume. Come dressed.
Perfect.
If you were going to interview that day,
interview.
You've got to impress. You've got to be ready. That first impression.
Have your game face on.
That's right.
Wonderful.
So, but do come out. Of course, the big event is that we have the Vietnam Wall coming to the campus. We'll be hosting that. It's the Wall That Heals. It's huge. I'm understanding football field length. That will arrive on the 16th to much fanfare.
Oh yes, so excited. Can't wait for this.
It's going to be going to be great. We're expecting thousands and thousands of people to come to our campus.
How great for our community.
Absolutely.
And what a great collaboration with
And
Wayne Community College.
And we'll be the only North Carolina site this year. So that's
That's so
quite an
special.
honor.
Yes.
Folks will be able to actually come and see it the 18th through the 21st.
And I
It
guess
will-
we don't have to worry about where it is. You'll see it when you
will
drive
see it
onto Wayne
as
Community.
soon as you come right up on that campus. It's going to be right there on your right. You
Okay.
cannot miss it, and it will be set up quite respectably.
Oh.
It will be beautiful.
Do you have to pay anything to go see it?
Absolutely not.
Free to the public. That's
Right.
nice.
And there will be events around it from the time it comes in. There will be a roll call of local folks who died during the war. That's going to be a very nice ceremony. There's going to be a POW MIA ceremony.
Well, where
it's
can people
heart-touching.
find the list of activities that'll be taking place surrounding this?
If they go to the college's website, from that front page, we're going to have a special page that will be, I think you'll just be able to access it right there. There should
Great.
be a graphic, and
Okay.
you'll be able to see
Click
all
on
the
that
events
and get
and
everything.
details and information about all the organizations that are involved. There are 2 programs that are going to require tickets. They're free, but because we can only hold 400 in our auditorium,
Yes.
both of those will require tickets in advance.
Okay.
So you get those from the foundation office. That information will also be on that special web page.
Okay.
We're going to
Very
have
good.
Escape from Behind Enemy Lines, the John Stiles story,
Yes,
one of our
yes.
wonderful
Oh, yes.
local men, and then My Enemy, My Friend, which involves Mr. Stiles, Brigadier General Dan Cherry will both be there, and in spirit will be Lieutenant Hong Mai, who was the Vietnamese officer who was involved in all shooting each other down and later
Right.
becoming friends, reconciling.
What a such a neat
fabulous
story. Yes. So if you're interested in participating in any of these events, go to Wayne Community College. You will see the link that will take you straight
right.
to the Vietnam Wall, the traveling wall.
WayneCC.edu.
WayneCC.edu.
Yep.
That sounds great. You got a couple more things
Just
for
a
us there?
couple more. Also in April is the deadline to nominate your favorite small business for a Small Business of the Year award. Deadline is April 25th. The awards will be given out during Small Business Week in May, a nice luncheon. But go ahead, again, you can go to our website to find those applications, also the Chamber's website, and think about it now.
Yes.
And it's a fairly simple application.
Well, we have
but-
so many great businesses
We
here in our community.
do.
So if you know of someone who has been above and beyond and done above and beyond, please take the time to nominate them. It's a
right.
special award.
And we have some really nice prizes for them.
That's always a plus.
It is.
Always a plus.
And then just a couple more things to touch on. We're going to have a really fun spring concert this year.
Okay, at your
At the
auditorium?
yes. And it always involves our choir.
Right.
But this year we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of our community college system, 1963. So everything in that concert is going to be around that. Songs and costumes. We're going to have one of our bands that's made up of our employees, the Storm Surfers, performing.
Oh, wow.
I've heard Elvis is going to appear. So that's just going to be a fun one. And
evening.
the public is invited. And then right after that, the week after that, we graduate.
Oh, great ending to a
And then we
year.
start summer.
And then you start all over again. Yeah. What's the date of
Wow.
graduation?
Our adult high school and GED graduation, which is always just really pulls at my heartstrings, is May 9th, right on our campus. The next night, Friday night, the 10th, we will be at Love Temple for our curriculum graduation.
Oh, how special.
All of those associate degree and certificate and diploma recipients will be marching.
Well, Tara, we always love to hear what's happening at Wayne Community. We talk about you guys on the show all the time, and we're so glad to have you come and share some
Thank
quick
you.
details of what's happening at Wayne Community. Everybody, take the time to go
Please.
to, what's the website one more time?
WayneCC.edu.
And there you can get any information you would like about happenings, whether it's the traveling wall or any of the events that Tara's talked about today. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you once again.
And this is what's happening at Wayne Community College.
All right, we're here with Graham Price of the Wayne County Animal Adoption and Education Center. And Graham, who do we have here?
This is Rascal.
Rascal. How old is Rascal?
We're thinking maybe around a year old.
About a year. Still a puppy.
Yes, sir.
Will Rascal get any bigger?
He will probably get wider more than taller.
Okay, wider, more than taller. All right, got a lot of energy.
Yes, sir.
And a dog like this needs a lot of room to run.
Yes, sir.
All right, now, Rascal is available for adoption right now at the Animal Control and Adoption Center. About a year old. Is there a breed here? Can you pinpoint?
I would say shepherd mix.
A shepherd mix. Rascal is available, right?
And he's neutered.
And is neutered.
For $25 he is available.
For how much?
$25 per approved application.
Per approved application for $25 right here at the Animal Control and Adoption Center. So right here, Rascal is about a year old, a shepherd mix, a lot of energy and needs room to run. Now there's certain restrictions that apply when you're applying to adopt an animal here at the Animal Adoption Center. But I'll tell you, these animals need a good home, and here's a fine, playful dog that is ready to find a good home and fit in your home. All right? So, Animal Adoption Center. The telephone number here, Graham?
919-731-1439.
731-1439. I'm Wayne Alley. Our cat of the week this week is named Simba. Simba's about 8 weeks old, and Simba's siblings were just adopted, so Simba's all alone here at the Animal Control and Adoption Center. Simba is available for adoption. This short-haired domestic cat is available for adoption from the Animal Control and Adoption Center for only $50. Only $50, and you can take Simba home with an approved application. Now, in order to adopt Simba, simply call the Animal Control and Adoption Center at 731-1439, 919-731-1439. Again, a short-haired, black, solid black domestic cat, short-haired domestic cat, available for adoption. And that's only $50 here. And have yourself a nice family member, a new family member in your home, brand new kitten, 8 weeks old. Okay, we are back. Let me remind you that our program is on every morning at 7 o'clock. It's also on every noon, Monday through Friday at noon.
That was good.
Thank you. It took me a while to figure that one out, but I did. Anyway, we also repeat at 5:30 in the afternoon, then again at some point during the evening hours. And I say some point because it fluctuates depending on whatever other programming we have on as well.
Right.
And you can see it 4 times on a weekend. Oh, my goodness.
It's a little much WGTV. Kim and Wayne.
Wayne Goldsboro Television.
Partnership between the County of Wayne and the City of Goldsboro, spreading the news of what's happening both in the county, the city, and in our local community.
Indeed. And we appreciate your being with us this morning. And let's see what else we have. We talked about the safe boating course.
We have, but you know there's a, I've never heard of this, the 3rd annual Geekers Sports Achievement Awards.
The Geekers Sports
I don't know. Let's find out what this is.
What is that?
Tuesday, April the 9th at 5:30 p.m. The cost is free at the Paramount Theater. Great food and entertainment for the whole family. Reception in the lobby, free for all. Award ceremony, once again, will be honoring basketball players, coaches, cheerleaders, and fans in Wayne County.
Oh, boy.
A Geekers Sport Achievement Award. I don't really understand. Okay. Call or text, email, donate, volunteer, any of these things. You can call 919-344-5162. If you want to find out more about this, Coach Eric E.V. Vaughn Sr. is the one in charge. It is downtown Goldsboro, Paramount Theater, 3rd Annual Geekers Sports Achievement Award.
Which means they've done this twice before.
Yes, it does, but
so there you go.
I'm not exactly sure what it is, but you may know yourself.
But it sounds great.
Yes, it does.
Paramount Theater, and again, that's what, April
That's
9th. And
Tuesday, April 9th. Free to the public.
Free to the public. Oh,
That's
boy.
right.
Well.
What else is happening?
During the month of April,
yes,
the Senior Center is going to be offering a beginner jewelry class every Wednesday from 10 to 12.
That's right. That's
fun.
nice.
It's a $5 fee for each class that pays for supplies. Advanced registration is required. The class is limited to only 8 students, and if you'd like to participate, call, see how many people are in there now, and if there's less than 8, then you could probably become a part of this organization. 734-4646. That's Martha's phone number, Martha Merritt, 734-4646 for more information and to register. All right? Good.
Well, remember, mark your calendars for April 19th. Something big is happening in our community.
What?
Dancing Stars of Wayne County.
Really?
Happening on April the 19th.
April 19th.
Paramount Theater.
Yeah.
If you want to see a lot of your locals dancing and supporting Wayne Education Network, you need to come out on April 19th to the Paramount Theater. They're taking donations now. This is a voting process. The person that wins will vote by people getting the most votes and having the most donations. You can do that online, and you can find all that information at the Chamber of Commerce's website. Don't remember it right offhand?
Chamber of Commerce?
Yep.
It's WayneCountyChamber.com.
There you go.
WayneCountyChamber.com.
But you want to find out, either click on Dancing with the Stars or Wayne Education Network, which is WEN, W-E-N. That's coming up.
All right. Okay, let's see. What else do we have?
Answer to your trivia
Answer
question,
the trivia
my friend.
question today. The answer to the question is boxing. No one knows the score until the boxing match is over. Now, they may know who the winner is. A lot of times they don't because it's such a close. But
Right.
the score is not
Till
known
that hand goes up.
until the boxing match is over and the judges reveal their scores.
Well,
And
there
that's the
you
only
go.
sport.
There you go.
I've got another question tomorrow. Wait till you hear this one.
Uh-oh. Well, don't forget, lobsters are coming to Goldsboro.
They
First
are?
week, they are.
I remember I went
Straight
to
from Maine.
a concert at Monterey one year, and the lobsters were playing.
Were they? They do a good job.
A bunch of hams, clams. No,
Oh, well, we lost that one. We lost that one.
please lose it.
On Friday, May the 3rd, the very first Friday in the month of May, the Partnership for Children will be having their annual Lobster and Shrimp Fest.
Oh, that lobster.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
They are fantastic, both the lobster and the shrimp. It all goes back for a good cause and claws, as they want me to say. I know that's bad too.
Pretty
I
bad.
know,
Sounds
pretty
like
bad.
me. I just bad.
Wayne told it to me. It's if you want to find out more about it, go to their website, pfcw.org, and you can find out details, and you can stop by there. They're at 800 North William Street to purchase a ticket.
So, that's our program for today.
Yes,
Let's
it
do it
is.
again bright and early tomorrow morning. We'll be here at 7 o'clock every day, Monday through Friday we are, in fact. So if you want to join us online, you can do that. Check out the archives at waynegov.com and click on the YouTube link. It'll take you right to our programs.
You can also go to goldsboronc.gov and click on Wayne Goldsboro Television or the YouTube icon, and it'll take you straight to the programs as well.
So have yourself a fine day, and we'll be back tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. Until then, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.